Well, I made it to the lake. Didn't see any bears, thank God. But if you remember what I was saying about the wind, here's what I was talking about. You see the tree limbs. So anyway, about, you know, from videos that the waves never look that big, but I can see out in the middle there's whitecaps. So I'd have to be crazy to go out in that. It's not safe. Even if I try to stay around the edge, if I try to skirt the edge of this lake, get where I need to go, I can see where I need to go. There's that big rock is pretty much straight across from me on this lake. I'd say it's a couple miles from here. So it'd be pretty risky, so I'm pretty much way better off just chilling, hanging out here. And oh man, I bet you there's 3-foot waves out in the middle. Right here they're about, I don't know, 2 feet. It sucks. I need to get some water, but all the waves are picking up all this crap around the shore, and there's a million little floaters. It's gonna be hard to filter it. Oh man. Funny thing is, it's totally warm out. It's nice. I wonder if you can see that rock. It's really cool. It looks like a little pyramid just right in the middle of the water. Well, anyway, I'm gonna chill out. Wait for this wind to die down. It'll have to die down eventually. This morning, the lake where I camped at was like glass. Yeah, this looks like there's like a storm coming in. I'm gonna get rained on tonight. God, it's so windy out. Is this freaking rock cool or what? Dude, it's deep here too. This thing's standing probably good
freaking 20 feet out of the water. God, and just to imagine, this thing's like been here for billions of years. Wow, it's like deep here. It's like, who knows what, you could jump off this thing. Wow, this thing is freaking hell cool. Yeah, I mean, you can't see the bottom. This is like, who knows like how much of it's under the water. You can't see. This thing is just freaking ridiculous. Wow. So out of place. Neat. By the time I get to the next lake, this wind's died down. Usually not my luck, though. You know, I heard somebody say, like, when you're in the moment, it's like everything's so hard and so scary and dangerous, and you're like, oh my God, I just want to get out of this. But then, you know, like 2 years later down the road, those are the trips that you remember the most and that were the most like fun and challenging. Those are the ones that you want to go back to and experience again. Holy cow. So there was more fresh bear tracks all over the place, and I could see bunch of big ones and a bunch of little ones. I don't know, it looked like black bear, and there's poop, fresh poop everywhere. I couldn't do that portage fast enough. Of course, I had to double carry it, so I did walk the trail 4 times. Gun out in my hand the entire time. Oh man, I don't know what it is with this trip. I'm just super nervous about bears. Yeah, and the bear sign and the fresh poop was right at the portage. So, I'm not saying that islands are bear free, but most of the time they are. I've never seen a bear swim in the middle of a lake before. So the island I'm heading towards right off the bow right now. Why did I sound like a flight attendant right then? We're now facing the island for our destination this afternoon. Yeah, whatever. Cue the music. There's some bears right in here. They're probably hanging around that portage today. Loon Lake. bottom. Most of the lakes you see around here are muddy and just boggy at the bottom. Every once in a while you see a really nice one like this. I have, honestly, this is rare to see a nice, it's like sandy bottom lake. Moose poop right there. That's interesting. Goes to show you.
Now let's take a walk. I just got a text message. That means that I got cell phone signal. Oh yeah, this is nice. Cool. Some extra firewood right there. Not very good firewood. There's the lake. Very cool. Well, this is nice. I'm trying to hold this thing still as I can. Yeah, I saw some kind of structure on the other side. I'm gonna check that out. It's like a little den there. Wow. I ain't messing with it. Wow. God, this is cool, man. Super nice fire pit. This is wow. This is like the nicest campground I've seen in this system. That bench is freaking awesome. Wow. Crazy nice campground here. Lots of firewood. Yeah, I think I'm gonna move over here. It's got a moderate amount of wind, but I do have a tarp. I can even set that up. Cool. Well, I'm gonna go get my gear and set up right here. All right, made camp. Canoe over there. Probably about, oh, let me look. It's almost 6. So, I thought I'd empty out my backpack and show everyone what I got and what I brought with me. So, I don't know. I always love watching these kind of videos. It's kind of like opening Christmas presents or something. Anyway, let's take a look. Here's my Z-Packs dark hull backpack. Thing's super lightweight. Pretty waterproof. The fabric's waterproof, and they like seam sealed it inside. It's pretty waterproof. I haven't had an issue with anything getting wet on the inside. This little Cuban fiber little pouch thing next to my foot. I had my phone cable in there, a couple other things, and that leaked and got wet. But this thing sits in the bottom of my canoe, and there's constantly just a little bit of water in there. So it hasn't been an issue yet. These are my tent poles and my Sven saw, and it's in a Z-Packs Cuban fiber bag. This Cuban fiber is really neat. It's like crazy lightweight. I try to keep everything like super lightweight. My back is not good, and you know, I was fighting cancer for, I don't know, about 4 years, and yeah, it's called multiple myeloma, and it messes with your bones. And the way it presented with me was it kind of just took out my sacrum, just a big formation formed there, formed a big lesion. Wasn't good. So I have a lot of damage there, but I got a pain block, which was amazing. Maybe I'll talk a little bit about that more later. So anyway, let's see what we got. Yeah, the way that this thing closes, it's like a dry bag. Like Velcros, and then it's a roll top like a dry bag, which I really like. That's kind of the reason I bought it. Here's my gimbal, which is something that I wish I did not bring. I've only used it like once. So that thing's kind of a pain in the butt when you're camping. It's too fragile, and it's just a pain in the butt to put the camera in it and all that. So I am not digging that so much, and I won't be bringing that thing with me again. Gloves. This is my clothes. This is what I was just going after. I just brought a sweatshirt, a pair of thermal pants. It's like socks and underwear. Kept it pretty minimal. I'm just wearing the same clothes for 5 days, or however long I'm gonna be out here. This is all my food for 5 to 6 days. And let's see, this is weighing in. I'm gonna guess this is about 8 pounds. I'm gonna eat a lot of it tonight, over the next 2 nights. I'll go through this a little bit later. Oh, tortilla shells. Let's see, what else do we got? Got my Tokes 1100 pot. It's titanium. This is the perfect size for me. You could probably do 2 people with this. But I don't know, you can see it. Pretty cool. Inside, I have my Bush Buddy stove. I haven't used it yet because I've been so tired and lazy. I brought another like a propane stove with a little, you know, like kind of like a pocket rocket deal. That thing's just like so easy when you're super tired. But I'm gonna use this while I'm here for the next couple of days. It's perfectly in the Tokes 1100. Put that away in a second. Let's see. Got my Snow Peak pot. Inside is my pocket rocket, and
what do you call it, like, my little fuel canister. That is a little bit, that's about twice the size as a coffee cup, but I use it for everything, for just anything liquid, like drinking my coffee, soups, things like that. Let's see. Pillow. Super comfortable, helps me sleep good. My tent, Big Agnes Fly Creek UL2. Freaking love it. One of the best pieces of camping gear I've ever bought. I love this tent. Can't say it enough. It's super light. One of the lightest tents I've seen. I know there's probably some lighter out there, but like I said before, you have to use trekking poles, and you should add that to your weight. I would. This is about 2 pounds with the poles. Ooh, this thing. Let's see if I can make sure I get this in the frame. This is my frying pan. A frying pan I use a lot for like frying trout and like fiddleheads, and just funny because I haven't seen any fiddleheads in like all day. But I've been super cautious about picking things and keeping fish because my pack's been so heavy. I'll probably eat some of that kind of stuff over the next couple of days. So this sponge that I put in there, this is a Sea to Summit bowl. Kind of heavy, but super handy. I don't like eating things out of the bag. I'm not a savage. It's just nice to have it. And then I flip it upside down and it's a cutting board. Inside, this is the handle for this pan. Olive oil, fork, knife, spatula, spare tinfoil. Ooh, fire starter. Forgot to have that. This thing is not titanium, it's not aluminum, it's heavy. It's worth the wait, though, I think. This is a seasoned high carbon steel just pan. It was seriously like $5-6, but it's made out of high carbon steel, and you can season it like you would a cast iron pan. And so I've seasoned it, and nothing sticks to it. I can fry an egg in here, no problem. I can make scrambled eggs, and nothing sticks to it. It's totally worth it out here because I hate cleaning burnt pans. And I don't know, whenever I use titanium for it's hard to talk because I'm so tired. I don't know, titaniums and aluminums, it just burns and it just gets hot spots, and I hate using them for frying. This thing is a dream. I love it. It's worth its weight. It still only weighs about, I don't know, it's probably about 12 ounces, maybe 10. It's not that crazy heavy. Alright, there's that. Let's see what else we got. Pretty much it's my Thermarest X-Therm, the regular size. I wish I would have got a bigger one, but this is fine, and it's very lightweight, and you can actually feel your heat reflecting back into your body. A lot of people have done reviews on this. That's why I bought it, but it's super nice, and it's like crazy lightweight, and I love this thing. And there's my headlamp. Who cares? This is my down sleeping bag, rated to 20 degrees. I think it got around to 37 degrees last night. I did not get cold. A lot of it I count to that thermarest though. This is a Kelty Cosmic Down. It's okay. I've gotten pretty dang cold in this before when it was like 27 degrees. But it's okay. Nothing to write home about. It is down. Packs up small, so whatever. What else is in here? Here we go. My tarp. This is kind of funny. This is a sill nylon tarp. I ordered this off AliExpress. I don't know, it was like 17 bucks or something. The Sea to Summit model that's the same size, 10 by 10, weighs pretty much the same. So I haven't really used it yet, but I took it out and it looks nice and it's still nylon, so I don't get too excited about tarps. I mean, it's just a big square piece of fabric, so I didn't want to spend a lot. So I think it'll be alright. Maybe I'll set it up on this trip. I probably should because it looks like it's going to start raining. Anyway, some tent stakes, just aluminum. Let's see in here. Oh. My friend Sunrise made maps for a past trip we were going to take, and we couldn't take it because it was, I remember it was Memorial Day week, and the lakes were still frozen, which was crazy. He flew all the way here from Colorado. But he made these sweet maps. I've been using them the whole time. They're all laminated and waterproof. I used to bring the book, the Kenai Canoe Trails book, written by Daniel Quick. If you haven't read it, get it and read it. It talks about every detail about this whole lake system, every campground, if they have fish in the lakes or not. I don't know. It's kind of like the whole, I don't know. It's the definitive book on this area, and it's the guy that wrote it has a really cool writing style. Unfortunately, it's out of print, so you have to look around eBay, or maybe used off Amazon or something. But try to get your hands on it. It's a really good book. I've read it at least 30 times. So anyway, it goes through, and this is the map that I bring along with me. It's waterproof, which is important because it's always sitting right in front of me. But it tells you where all the portages are and how long they are. Beautiful. First aid kit. Tarp lines right here. Wet ones. That is it, except for what's in my pockets.